Why my hair look like Jay-Z right now? It's very simple. My hair looks like Jay-Z right now because my barber, I have to wait till he's not busy and decides to not smoke and show up to work. But that is not the meaning of this video. Dr. Karceno is here to help you with your relationship problems. The love doctor is about to speak. I have no idea what you're talking about. But, well, he made a lot of, Red Auerbach made a lot of black men millionaires. But let's talk about all of these relationship issues I'm hearing about. That's right, Skippy. Stay single. You have to do Valentine's Day, not because you want to, because she wants to. I'm here to teach you how to survive it. And when I mean survive it, I mean financially. To where she's smiling and you're happy too. Because that's your ultimate goal. Now, I had a question here from somebody, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if there's a way I could pull this up. Or maybe it wasn't on here, because somebody kicked it off asking me a question. And I'm trying to see. Sometimes I don't know if stuff's on Instagram or is it on my Facebook. So it's hard to balance between the two, especially off memory. But we'll get there, bear with me. It was Instagram. And he said, "Hey Karceno, since it's Valentine's Day Eve," I didn't even know that was a such thing. "I've been thinking, I know you said you got a girl, but you still got other women that you hang out with." He's involving himself in a lot of my business. I kind of got the same situation. I wanted to get some advice from you on how to handle all of that. You be putting dudes on the game, so do you mind giving me some personal Q&A? So hopefully you're in the live chat. And I don't know at what time I told you that information, but as of right now, let's say the girlfriend thing, yeah, she dropped the ball. And because she dropped the ball, she's out. Which means she misses out on Valentine's Day and everything else. See, me, I look at it like a team. Okay? And this is why I do it this way. I have a team in play. You know, and I'm trying to get a great starting five together. That's my thing, to have everybody work on a schedule. I have a great point guard. Okay? The point guard, she comes in great on Thursday nights. Pop, 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 pop. All the time. Running the team. She's in the front. She's the captain. She's running everything. That's her job. Man, this thing is itching my back. Oof. Now, and that's great, Mr. Bibb. That means I'm doing my job. I think I've shown you too many women. And that's been a problem for me. But we'll talk about that later. That's why this is on the movie channel. Because I'm going to show you how to survive it. Now, If you got other women that are surrounding this girl that you date and they know that you date her, but y'all haven't committed to anything, you have to know your situation. And you have to be very clear on your situation. Now, if these are female friends that you want to have relationships with, like to sleep with, or is this just some female friends that you cool with? You know, like, hey, we cool and this and that. Some people can't handle that. They feel like if she fine, I gotta hit it. It's just some people like that. Me, I'm older. You know, if I was in my 20s, I've been thinking probably the same way. Man. Blues Brothers. Yeah, so if I was in my 20s, I might have been thinking the same type of way. But when you're not really thinking that way, that don't fit your mind state. You know, that's not what's actually happening for you. You don't see that as an exciting trip. It's too much time consuming, and normally you probably are busy and got things to do in your day than to sit there and be worried and wrapped up in all that garbage. So here's the scenario that everybody needs to pay attention to on surviving this day. So to the guy who sent me that message, I don't know how to clarify your relationship and your deal, but this is what works for me. I make it very clear to them, the one who I'm dating and sleeping with and whatever, we doing our thing, that if it's a relationship or we together or we're working towards that goal, it would be only her I'm dealing with. Now, if we're just going out on a couple of dates, we haven't set no rules. We might have slept together, but we ain't together. They know that off the bat. Now, the rest of the team, they are vying for my attention because they want to be the leading captain of the team one day. So when that person falls out, they ready to step up off the bench and get on there and run like I'm ready to go. He's chose me, yes. So what you do is you just keep in contact with him just in case. Like, look, I'm in the situation right now. It might work out, it might not. I'll let you know. Keep on the string. You know, you don't control their lives. You just keep in contact. If somebody, a leg falls down, boom, you grab somebody else to hold that leg up. Now she up the bat. Keep that wheel turning. Now, here's how you survive this day. Valentine's Day. This is it. This is key to surviving Valentine's Day. If you're in a relationship or you with a girl and this is exactly what you have to do, you have no way out of it, the 14th has to be your day. You have to prepare for the 14th. You can't wait on the 14th to hit to try to scramble. Because that's a disaster. That's a whole other thing waiting to happen. Normally a week in advance is all you need. You want to do something cheap, and that's all you want to do, and still have her happy. Know what time she gets off work that day. Know her routines for work. She normally comes home around 5:30 p.m. So you know right away 5:30 p.m. and she's going to be exhausted or she's going to feel like doing something. You always suggest to her something that you got set up. You tell her, oh, when you come home, get dressed, I'm taking you out. You got to take her somewhere, take her outside of the house. I don't suggest movie in the house night. Unless you someplace cold, it's snow everywhere, and you don't feel like going. Take her outside of the house on Valentine's Day. Now, where would you take her? Somewhere very cheap and inexpensive. Something different. Whether she likes it or not, all women like to go someplace they've never been so they can run their mouth at work the next day. So you take them to a doggone improv comedy. Take them to a comedy improv show. That's very cheap. Don't take them to a movie. Take them to a comedy improv show. Do not take them to a wine tasting. They probably, chances are, you've done that already. Take them to a comedy improv. All women like comedy. There's not a woman out here that says, I don't want to go to no comedy improv. They be like, ooh, where you taking her? Ooh, we at a comedy improv somewhere. Take them somewhere away from the house. It's going to be a cheap night. Comedy improv tickets are probably, what, $12? Maybe. You can find them for $10. Seriously, you might get in free. Beers are $4. That way you don't have to sit through some boring movie you didn't want to see. This is Dr. Love. Dr. Karceno has figured out all the tricks of the trade. Now, if you have to give her a rose for Valentine's Day or some candy, you're better off going to the gas station where they got those cheap roses. Grab her one of those and say, here, and give her that at the improv. And the whole Valentine's Day thing, you know, the improv, they're going to work that in. They get to interact. She gets to have fun and talk. Girl, we went to the improv stuff. And the next day, on the 15th, you head to the store. They have this stuff 35 to 50% off. You can go to Walmart. You can go to Target. Anything in that next day, on your way to work, you pick up all the candy, all the big heart-shaped teddy bears. All this stuff is marked down at 50%. That's what I do every year. If you watched me live last year, what did I do? I did the same thing, and you know what it do? It works. You go buy that stuff 50% off, save your money. She come home to more candy and teddy bears. They go, oh my God, yeah, here's your surprise. Bam. See, me, I got it all planned out this week. Thursday, I'm busy working. She already know. You are not going to see me Thursday. I'm like, I got Black Panther. I got to do all this. So she's like, I want to see Black Panther. And you will. Next week. At a matinee price. Not this week. I'm like, I got to do a movie review. I got to make sure I watch it again and do it thorough. So I got to be on my job. So I'm going to be working. So you got to work. So on Friday, we'll do something Friday. See, the 15th falls on a Friday. It saves y'all this year. If you can pull staying away from her on the 14th and do it all on the 15th, you're going to look like a king. She going to think you done spent $50 million and you done spent nothing but 12. This will be a great come up of all time. Wait a minute. 15th is on a Thursday. Oh, no. This messes up our plan, dude. No, I'm just kidding. Nothing changes. If it's on a Thursday, it's just on a Thursday. Do something with it on Thursday, but I ain't doing nothing with it until Friday. I thought it was the 15th. Oh, well, it works for me. So now... What about Reid? I don't understand. Who is Reid? You said Reid. You said, oh, you trying to say, what about the side piece? Well, if you got a side piece, you already know what you spending Valentine's Day with them for. That's sending a very mixed message. Oh, Mr. Bibb didn't get blocked. He's just put in timeout. He's just on every page just interfering with people who's saying questions. And instead of his garbage popping up, I'm trying to read everybody else. So he's just in timeout. After 5 minutes in the corner, he'll be all right. I don't really block nobody unless they just you know, too bad. So now he get to think about himself. You know, sit in the corner and think about his actions. He's been on a lot of videos tripping. Oh man, I'll do it 2-3 days after Valentine's Day. So that's how you take care of those side pieces. You don't ever spend the main days with them. You could go down when they getting ready to clear it all the way with 75%. I've bought Valentine's stuff 80% off. 80%. So once you grab 80% off, then you get that to the side pieces. You be throwing them like frisbee. Here you go. Yeah, here the candy. Yeah, see, you thought I forgot about you, girl. Yeah, here you go. Baby, I knew you didn't pick it. See, I was just busy working, baby. There you go. There's your stuff. There you go. There you go. See, there you go. You want some? Hey, look, they got heart-shaped gummy bears, baby. There you go. You got them too. Women are like children. They love gifts. And if a woman told you she don't like a gift, she's a liar. They all want gifts. They all want to be pampered. And it all works. That is why Valentine's Day leads to the most Scorpio children. That's why you got so many Scorpios out here. Because of Valentine's Day weekend. Chicks get knocked up and start having babies all in November. And then the world is going in a spiral and get out of control because of all these doggone Scorpios running wild. Because Scorpios are the worst of the bunch. Why? Because they was created in a month full of BS. Scorpios are the worst of the bunch. Now me, I just happen to be born under the best sign. It ain't just because I was born under it. It's just, it is what it is. I was born under the best sign there is. I'm a Sagittarius. It just is what it is, man. I don't make the rules here. I just tell it to you. I just happen to be born under the best sign. So the best person on the face of this earth was born under the best sign. It's simple arithmetic to me. So, nah. Capricorns are so naive. They got good hearts. They're just super naive. They... I know, we're the only ones that's smart out of all the zodiacs to be armed. We got a bow and arrow. Run up. Half man, half horse. And I got a bow and arrow. Do something. Get a bow shot right to your heart. We ain't playing around. Thought I was laying it. Don't mess with the bull. When that bull get an arrow shot in between between his head. Do I need to repeat that? We're the only ones that's armed around here. Shoot, Sagittarius ain't playing around. I just happen to be born under the greatest sign there is. That's just all to it. It's just simple arithmetic. Greatest person ever born, greatest sign ever. I don't make these rules. It just is what it is. I just tell you the facts. Y'all think I'm making this up, do you? Hold on. Let me me see something here. To further back up my statement. Get some light on. What does that say? Well, let me flip it. What did she write to me on the calendar? To Kevin, the greatest man to ever live. What does it say? The greatest man to ever live. Out of all the men on this planet, you know how many men that have been on this planet? And you know what they wrote? To Kevin, the greatest man to ever live. And she knows I'm the greatest man to ever live. What does that say? Because she's 130,000% positively correct. I am. And I will agree with that assessment. Who was the president when I was born? I don't know. Reagan, probably. The actor? Who cares? It's all about me right now. What's up, B? Chris who? Which Chris? Do you know how many Chris's there are in the world? Aries are our allies. Oh, Stuckman? I believe we probably, I don't know. Guys don't go around asking other guys how old they are. That's something women do. Women ask ages. Guys don't be going around, so how old are you? As long as you could buy the liquor, that's all right. Yeah, can you go to the store? Yeah, bring a bottle. Bring a 12. You think somebody care about... Hey, I've been to birthday parties and don't nobody even know how old anybody is. Guys don't get into that. We get into that with women because that for sure, especially even in the bars, you gotta ask. I don't want no situation. I lied. I'm 17. I be, oh no. Oh, he's back? I gave him a chance to go home and rethink his life. I hope he's back on point. So, any relationship questions, go ahead and spit them out. Mark Ellis is a comedian, failed comedian, and not to say he's gotten a lot better. He used to be terrible. He used to try to work his bits out on the show, and that was a problem. So, dance party, that was one of the major problems with him. I'm going to tell you that right now. If she's a heavy church woman and a very heavy set woman, she's probably a Libra. Sagittarius cannot date another Sagittarius. Not gonna work. They'll be best of friends, but relationship, it won't work out. They won't fit. That's a good cheap date. If your girl, see, the thing is, you have to know your girl. Like, if there's a movie, like, people say, well, if I just want to sit home, my girl want to sit home, we want to watch movies, what do we watch? A Leo for a woman to date? If your woman is a Leo, that means you're going to have good sex, but everything else, you're going to have to deal with that mood swing. Some people get off on it. A nice romantic movie. You can't just say that. Not everybody likes the same things. So you have to break it down into categories. Is your girl Caucasian? If she's Caucasian, then you have different groups. You have Caucasian 15 through 25, and then 35 to 45. Then you got from 46 to whatever. Now, if you got those type of brackets, even though it's Caucasian, they all watch different movies. Now, if you 15 to like 20 something, you'll be watching movies like The Vow or 10 Things I Hate About You. Those are the movies you would watch if you're Caucasian and you're in that age bracket. Those movies fit more of your vocabulary where she would enjoy those, and you could probably sustain some of those without, pulling your hair out. Now, from 20-something to 35, you'll watch something like He's Just Not Into You, Pretty Woman. You might have The Notebook, When Harry Met Sally. And then when you get to those movies that's 45 and up, you're looking at Ghost, Something's Gotta Give, Annie Hall, Husbands and Wives. Those are the type of movies that they watch. Now, let's go to blacks. If you're black and you want to watch a romantic movie, mostly all genres watch the same movie when you're black. I just don't know what it is, but blacks seem to watch the same movies from 15 on up all the way to 65. It don't make no difference. There's no breakup point on like what they would watch, the teenage. Nah. Ain't no breakup. They watch the same thing. So here it is. If you're black, movies that you would watch and enjoy on Valentine's Day. Coming to America. Coming to America, believe you me, is the most watched Valentine's Day movie. If you are watching it. Women, you, your kids, everybody will watch Coming to America. No matter how much language is in it, they will watch that movie. Love Jones. Love Jones is the number 2 on this list. And tied. It is tied. And people are shocked. Love Jones is this high. Love Jones is huge. Didn't do huge at the box office, but it did huge, especially for Valentine's Day. Why? Because it involves hip-hop. Women will kill for Love Jones. I don't know what it is, but black women love Jones. That's some of their favorite of all time. And you want to make them happy. 800 million VHS. No, you mean 800 million bootleg copies. Had they sold that many, they've been made Love Jones 2. And part 3, I mean the tie for number 2, is Love and Basketball. That is watched by everybody. Love and Basketball. Now, you can't go wrong with those 3 films. Jason Lyric was good and boring. Not for a Valentine's Day movie. You don't want to watch Jason's Lyric. Jason Lyric don't end that well. For a movie, that's what I'm saying. Love and Basketball. Love Jones, Coming to America. You are not, see, Jason Lyric ends up with a guy going crazy, shooting everybody in the house, shoot the chick up. Then you see her patched up on the bus and they drive away. That's not a good ending. You don't, you don't say, all right, let's go to bed after this. Now, if you need a 4th, thanks, Mr. Turner. Brown Sugar. That's a good one. Brown Sugar is a good one. I was going to say Best Man. Not Best Man Holiday. The first Best Man. Not the second one. Second one was like, let's get this money. But Best Man is a good one to watch too. But you don't want to start going too far with that. Because you start making her start thinking about marriage. You don't want to do all that. Now... So I would stay away from anything with a wedding in it. The Preacher's Wife, I guess. I thought that was a sick movie. But y'all, the angel coming down, falling in love with the preacher's wife, you know, I'm like, well, that's crazy. He's supposed to be there trying to patch things up. He putting the moves on his wife. I'm like, man, what is this talking about? This movie is crazy. And the people out there like, girl, you need to forget that pastor husband. Go on and get out with the ghost. Yeah, that's a whole different type of movie. I don't think you want to do that. No. If you gotta have another one to fall back on, Boomerang. Always watch Boomerang. That brings everything back home centerfold. Now you say, well, what if I date a Hispanic woman? Now, Hispanic woman, her movie goes in groups. But they normally watch what their parents watched, and mostly what most of the Caucasians watch. But they like sappy. Tearful endings is more for Hispanic women. So movies like Me Before You is what you want to accomplish. That's number one on your list. Me Before You. If you have a Hispanic woman and you watch Me Before You, oh, that's the winner. That is the winner. Fault in Our Stars. That's number 2. Selena is a number 3. The reason why it's not higher because Jennifer Lopez played Selena. So that's number 3. Crazy Beautiful would also be on that list. Made in Manhattan would be in this list of movies they like to watch. Why? I have no idea why Made in Manhattan would be on this list. Right along with The Wedding Planner. For Hispanic women, they love this movie. I have no idea why. Here's another one that Hispanic women seem to love. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That one goes on the list of Caucasian and Hispanic. They both love that movie. And there you go. The 1,000 dresses or 3,000 dresses or how many dresses, 300 dresses, whatever, they love that movie too. Now it's time to take her to that romantic movie that you like. Let's take her to that romantic movie that you like. And you don't care what she like, but she would like it anyway. Now I'm going to give you those. I don't care if she's black, white, whatever. It's whatever you say go. And that's that. Titanic falls in that 45 and up group. Nobody younger gonna care about no Titanic. Listen, they just gonna fast forward it to the boat going down. Now, here it is. Movies you like. And you don't care what she likes, she just gonna have to deal with it. It might have you arguing on Valentine's Day, but it'd be a good argument. The Breakup with Vince Vaughn. Oh, The Breakup with Vince Vaughn is a perfect movie because it shows a woman who's overprivileged and complains all the time to a man who works hard every day and just wants 10 minutes of not being bothered when he first walked through the door. That's all he asks for. And she makes the life a living hell for him, and the woman thinks that he's in the wrong and she's right. It is the perfect movie to watch on a Valentine's Day. A Thin Line Between Love and Hate with Martin Lawrence is also on that Black Films list. That is a good pick, and your woman would like that too. Here's another one, and you will like it too. It's cool. Bobby Brown is my favorite character on there. But number 2 on the movies you force her to watch, and you might like it and she not like it. But no, she'll like it too. And that's The Ugly Truth. Came out in 2008 or 2009. The Ugly Truth. Katherine Heigl and Gerald Butler from 300. Goes through the ugly truth of what women really want. And that's exactly a segue into the next movie. What Women Want with Mel Gibson. Guys, you will enjoy this movie. The title, it does not have anything to say we're going to enjoy this movie. But I went on a date and my date hated this movie and I loved it. So I knew this was one for us. So definitely those are 3 movies that you could take her to see or bring home and watch on Netflix, and you won't get sick of them at all. You'll enjoy it. You might enjoy it more than she would. Oh yeah, My Cousin Vinny is a good relationship movie too, but that's in 45 and up. 45 and up, My Cousin Vinny is a good one that both of y'all could enjoy. No matter what race, you can enjoy My Cousin Vinny. The Joe Pesci show is something else. Now, movies to stay away from on Valentine's Day. Stay away from these films. I mean, stay away. You do not want to watch these films ever. Fried green tomatoes. If it says fried green tomatoes, run. Run. Knock a door down. Get out of the way. You don't want to be there at all for fried green tomatoes. Plus, she's probably 45 and up, and then if you 45 and up, you don't care. You like, I've seen worse. Stay away from fried green tomatoes. Stay away from Julia Roberts. If it says Julia Roberts, run. If it ain't Pretty Woman, run. You do not want to see anything Julia Roberts in the lineup. Run. 50 Shades of Grey. If you say 50 Shades and not 50 Cent, run. Run from one of these movies. Run. Do not even indulge any type of, well, let's go watch 50 Cent, 50 Shades. Oh, I'm sick. Oh, I'm sick. I can't see and I can't hear. 50 Shades, get out right away. Do not stick around. Nah, Failure to Launch is a good one to watch. If you're a guy, Failure to Launch with Matthew McConaughey, you can survive that. I wouldn't suggest How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Failure to Launch is the movie that you won't mind watching with Matthew McConaughey in it. That is a good one. So if you're a guy and you happen to get Failure to Launch, it's a dangerous one to watch, because if you're the McConaughey character in Failure to Launch, get out. Stay away from that. Knock Knock. Oh, don't watch Knock Knock. With Keanu Reeves, don't watch Knock Knock on no Valentine's Day. Because shoot, he was like, well, he deserved it. He was cheating. He deserved everything he got. Oh, man. So if any of you guys haven't seen Knock Knock, to the person that brought that up, watch Knock Knock on your own time. You can watch it with your wife on another day, but you can't have no response to the movie when they start. There's a scene that takes place, and Keanu Reeves is in a rich area, right? He lets in two young beautiful women, and they stay there. They needed a ride. They got left. The wife's out of town, and they stay. They had some wine. They listened to some music. Next thing you know, he hitting both of them in the shower, in his own house. And now they won't leave his house. It's a bad, bad situation. So I wouldn't advise watching that. Oh yeah, anything that says Tyler Perry, don't watch on Valentine's Day. Period. That's Tyler Perry. I'm out. Any guy knows that. That is the ultimate black guy. Black man evil. Black man evil. Come on, let's stomp him, girl. Yeah, that's Tyler Perry movie. He's black. What'd he do? I don't know. He's bad. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Credits rolling. That was good. That Tyler Perry know what he doing. Woo, Tyler. Black man is terrible. He came to the door, gonna ring the doorbell and said, "Hey, how you doing?" Oh, did you hear how he just said that? Yep, they dug up his record. Yup, he killed 6 babies and 2 black women. Yup, I knew it. Tyler Perry. Best Man, that's the problem. Best Man is something to watch, but you don't want to get caught watching a lot of wedding movies. If you get caught watching, unless you're already married. Eve's Bayou on a Valentine's Day? I'll watch Eve's Bayou like this. I was almost asleep. I went on a date to see Eve's Bayou. I'm hugged up with her in this movie. And my buddy, he just came there to be the third wheel. I'm like, dog, what are you doing here? Like, Journey Select. Oh man, her mouth, she deserved a but whoop 30,000 times. Her, Megan Good was in there. Her brother was in there too. The one that's on Empire. He was just as ignoring. But she looked like my ex-girlfriend. She looked just like her. And I just broke up with her. So when I saw on the screen on watching Eve's Bayou, how did she get on the screen? I'm seeing her everywhere. Sprung is a good movie. Sprung is a very funny movie. Rudy don't get no credit for what he do, but Sprung is a funny movie to watch. That depends. If you damn the ghetto chick, Sprung is exactly what you could get away with watching. Booty Call, Sprung, Woo. You can throw those on and she good. You can probably throw on How High with a chick. You know, get her a frozen pizza and some hot wings. Oh, you brought some hot wings? Good, I'm finna deep fry them. Shh. You know, you got a hood chick, that's Chez Lou Fra. Hot wings is Chez Lou Fra for her. Throw on some half-baked, How High, they good to go. Oh, Morris Chestnut is in the movie. I Think I Love My Wife. Those are for a whole different class of black. That's like 35 and up black people with jobs and families. I think they'll be able to relate to that. Nobody in their 20s even think about that movie. I Think I Love My Wife is a whole different type of movie. Again, You do not want to watch that kind of movie on Valentine's Day. And for the reason why, this involves a man fantasizing about cheating with a girl he grew up with in high school. You don't want to put any of those ideas and thoughts into your woman's head. You don't even want that to even creep in her head. Believe me, women take messages from any movie and put it right in their brain. Boomerang is different because that was just him. He wasn't cheating. He was just dating. He wasn't in a relationship with nobody till he got in with Halle Berry, and he taught a lesson. Love should have brought you home last night. See, women love stuff like that. They be, yeah, girl, that's right. Love should have brought you home last night. And they be taking that, walking around the house. Love gonna bring you home last night. That's why I came home, babe. Love brought me home, babe. That's how it works. Naruto. Naruto. If you my buddy, you'll get away with that. My buddy married the perfect wife. His wife loves anime. So the one that we always do the anime rundown, him and his wife are anime 1 and 2. I was told him, like, you got to marry her, because I was like, she don't exist. She exists, and she's a real person. She's not an android. I got my girl into Naruto. Yeah, we might do another anime. People trying to get me to watch Game of Thrones for some reason. They like, you gotta watch Game of Thrones, start from season 1 and work your way down. So, you missing out. I'm like, I just can't get into Game of Thrones, man. I saw that dude, the ice pick, man. He hit a dragon and went down, and that was it. Power is back on Optimum Cable. They worked out a deal, so all you New Yorkers will get to see Power again. And on that note, Karceno is out.